Allergic. Noun. A person with a tendency to having allergies. A person with multiple or severe allergies. Adjective. Of or pertaining to allergy. Becoming. Verb. To arrive. Come. To a place. Noun. The act or process by which something becomes. Adjective. Pleasingly suitable. Fit. Congruous. Beautiful. Energized. Verb. To invigorate. To make energetic. Concentrate. Noun. A substance that is in a condensed form. Verb. To bring to, or direct toward, a common center. To unite more closely. To gather into one body. Mass. Or force. Internship. Noun. A job taken by a student in order to learn a profession or trade. Matters. Noun. Substance. Material. Verb. To be important. Inviting. Verb. To ask for the presence or participation of someone or something. Noun. Invitation. Adjective. Alluring. Tempting. Attractive. Mechanical. Noun. Manually created layout of artwork that is camera ready for photographic reproduction. Adjective. Characteristic of someone who does manual labor for a living. Coarse. Vulgar. Mom. Noun. Familiar. Mother. Verb. To care in a motherly way. Boolean. Noun. A variable that can hold a single true, false, 1/0 value. Adjective. Of or pertaining to the work of George Boole. Boolean. Noun. A variable that can hold a single true, false, 1/0 value. Adjective. Of or pertaining to the work of George Boole. Cases. Noun. An actual event, situation, or fact. Verb. To propose hypothetical cases. Noun. A box that contains or can contain a number of identical items of manufacture. Verb. To place an item or items of manufacture into a box, as in preparation for shipment. Letters. Noun. A symbol in an alphabet. Verb. To print, inscribe, or paint letters on something. Noun. One who lets, or lets out. Noun. Literature. School subject. Noun. An identifying initial of the academic institution that is awarded to a member of a varsity team. It is made from structured cloth and intended to be sewn to a piece of clothing such as a varsity sweater or varsity jacket. Economic. Adjective. Pertaining to an economy. Ends. Noun. The terminal point of something in space or time. Verb. To come to an end. Noun. The area in close proximity to one's home. Neighborhood. Grams. Noun. A photograph or video shared on this service. Noun. A unit of mass equal to 1/1000th of a kilogram. Symbol. G. Noun. Grandmother. Magistrate. Noun. A judicial officer with limited authority to administer and enforce the law. A magistrate's court may have jurisdiction in civil or criminal cases. Or both. Flies. Noun. The open area above a stage where scenery and equipment may be hung. Noun. Any insect of the order Diptera, characterized by having 2 wings. Except for some wingless species. Also called true flies. Noun. The action of flying. Flight. Verb. To hit a fly ball. To hit a fly ball that is caught for an out. Compare ground. Verb. And line. Verb. Verb. To travel through the air. Another gas or a vacuum. Without being in contact with a grounded surface. Noun. Rural. A wing. Indicating. Verb. To point out. To discover. To direct to a knowledge of. To show. To make known. Clock. Noun. An instrument used to measure or keep track of time. A non-portable timepiece. Verb. To measure the duration of. Fantasy. Noun. That which comes from one's imagination. Verb. To fantasize about. Cut out. Verb. To refrain from. Doing something. Using something, etc. To stop, cease. Doing something. Adjective. Well suited. Appropriate. fit for a particular activity or purpose. Nearly. Adverb, with great scrutiny, carefully. Mechanic. Noun, a manual worker, a laborer or artisan. Adjective, mechanical, relating to the laws of motion in the art of constructing things. Begun. Verb, to start, to initiate or take the first step into something. Effective. Noun, a soldier fit for duty. Adjective, having the power to produce a required effect or effects. Furious. Adjective, feeling great anger, raging, violent. Infamous. Adjective, having a bad reputation, disreputable, notoriously bad, unpleasant or evil, widely known, especially for something bad. Console. Noun, a standalone cabinet designed to stand on the floor, especially one that houses home entertainment equipment, such as a TV or stereo system. Naming. Verb, detransitive, to give a name to. Noun, the process of giving names to things. Adjective, giving a name to a person or thing. Interpret. Verb, to explain or tell the meaning of. To translate orally into intelligible or familiar language or terms applied especially to language, but also to dreams, signs, conduct, mysteries, etc. Dive. Noun, a jump or plunge into water. Verb, to swim under water. Go. Noun, the act of going. Verb, to move. Adjective, working correctly and ready to commence operation. Approved and able to be put into action. Accounting. Verb, to provide explanation. Noun, the development and use of a system for recording and analyzing the financial transactions and financial status of an individual or a business. Adjective, of or relating to accounting. Including. Verb, to bring into a group, class, set, or total as a new part or member. Preposition, such as among which, introducing one or more parts of the group or topic just mentioned. Insist. Verb, with on or upon or that plus ordinary verb form. To hold up a claim emphatically. Adjustments. Noun, the action of adjusting something. Essays. Noun, authorship, a written composition of moderate length, exploring a particular issue or subject. Verb, to try. Excuse. Noun, explanation designed to avoid or alleviate guilt or negative judgment. A plea offered in extenuation of a fault. Verb, to forgive, to pardon. Between. Noun, a kind of needle, shorter than a sharp, with a small rounded eye, used for making fine stitches on heavy fabrics. Preposition, in the position or interval that separates two things, or intermediate in quantity or degree. See usage notes below. Editors. Noun, a person who edits or makes changes to documents. Damp. Noun, moisture, humidity, dampness. Verb, to dampen, to make moderately wet. Adjective, in a state between dry and wet. Moderately wet, moist. Monthly. Noun, a publication that is published once a month. Adjective, occurring every month. Adverb, every month. Ecologist. Noun, a scholar of ecology. Company. Noun, a team, a group of people who work together professionally. Verb, to accompany, keep company with. Flush. Noun, a group of birds that have suddenly started up from undergrowth, trees, etc. Verb, to cause to take flight from concealment. Indefinitely. Adverb, in a manner that is not definite. Laughing. Verb, to show mirth, satisfaction, or derision, by peculiar movement of the muscles of the face, particularly of the mouth, causing a lighting up of the face and eyes, and usually accompanied by the emission of explosive or chuckling sounds from the chest and throat. To indulge in laughter. Noun, the action of the verb to laugh. Activist. Noun, one who is politically active in the role of a citizen, especially One who campaigns for change. Adjective. Behaving as an activist. Clean. Noun. Removal of dirt. Verb. To remove dirt from a place or object. Adjective. Heading. Physical. Free of dirt or impurities or protuberances. Adverb. Fully and completely. Deprecated. Verb. To belittle or express disapproval of. Adjective. Strongly disapproved of. Lazy. Noun. A lazy person. Verb. To laze. Act in a lazy manner. Adjective. Unwilling to do work or make an effort. Disinclined to exertion. Loudly. Adverb. In a loud manner, at a high volume. Filters. Noun. A device which separates a suspended, dissolved, or particulate matter from a fluid, solution, or other substance. Any device that separates one substance from another. Verb. To sort, sift, or isolate. Leaf. Noun. The usually green and flat organ that represents the most prominent feature of most vegetative plants. Verb. To produce leaves. Put forth foliage. Detect. Verb. To discover or find by careful search, examination, or probing. Adjective. Detected. Foreign. Noun. A foreign person. Particularly. Adjective. Located outside a country or place. Especially one's own. Chef. Noun. The presiding cook in the kitchen of a large household. Verb. To work as a chef. To prepare and cook food professionally. Demonstrations. Noun. The act of demonstrating, showing or explaining something. Enemy. Noun. Someone who is hostile to, feels hatred towards, opposes the interests of, or intends injury to someone else. Verb. To make an enemy of. Adjective. Of. Relating to, or belonging to an enemy. Manipulating. Verb. To move, arrange or operate something using the hands. Allowance. Noun. Permission. Granting, conceding, or admitting. Verb. To put upon a fixed allowance. Especially of provisions and drink. Needed. Verb. To have an absolute requirement for. Adjective. Necessary. Being required. Detergent. Adjective. That cleanses. Noun. Any non-soap cleaning agent. Especially a synthetic surfactant. Affected. Verb. To influence or alter. Verb. To make a show of. To put on a pretense of. To feign. To assume. To make a false display of. Noun. Someone affected, as by a disease. Adjective. Influenced or changed by something. Chef. Noun. The presiding cook in the kitchen of a large household. Verb. To work as a chef. To prepare and cook food professionally. Humid. Adjective. Containing perceptible moisture. Usually describing air or atmosphere. Damp. Moist. Somewhat wet or watery. Charts. Noun. A map. Verb. To draw a chart or map of. Assumptions. Noun. The act of assuming, or taking to or upon oneself. The act of taking up or adopting. Archaeologist. Noun. Someone who studies or practices archaeology. Chief. Noun. A leader or head of a group of people, organization, etc. Verb. To smoke cannabis. Adjective. Primary. Principal. Input. Noun. The act or process of putting in, infusion. Verb. To put in, put on. Addressed. Verb. To prepare oneself. Adjective. Of a piece of mail or other communication. Listed with sufficient routing information to reach a destination. Debate. Noun. An argument, or discussion. Usually in an ordered or formal setting. Often with more than two people. Generally ending with a vote or other decision. Verb. To participate in a debate. To dispute, argue. Especially in a public arena. Function. Noun. What something does or is used for. Verb. To have a function. Generally. Adverb. Popularly or widely. Accomplished. Verb. To finish successfully. Adjective. completed, effected, established. Insecure. Adjective, not secure. Humid. Adjective, containing perceptible moisture, usually describing air or atmosphere. Damp. Moist. Somewhat wet or watery. Connection. Noun, the act of connecting. Formats. Noun, the layout of a publication or document. Verb, to create or edit the layout of a document. Flu. Noun, chiefly plural, the thick, dangling upper lip of certain breeds of dog, or the canine equivalent of the upper lip. Avoid. Verb, to try not to meet or communicate with a person, to shun. Agrees. Verb, to harmonize in opinion, statement, or action. To be in unison or concord. To be or become united or consistent. To concur. Intelligent. Adjective, of high or especially quick cognitive capacity, bright. Feelings. Noun, sensation, particularly through the skin. Appears. Verb, to come or be in sight, to be in view, to become visible. Discuss. Verb, to converse or debate concerning a particular topic. Anna. Noun, a unit of currency in former British India equal to 12 pies or 1/16 rupee. Begun. Verb, to start, to initiate or take the first step into something. Moisturizing. Verb, to make more moist. Complete. Noun, a completed survey. Verb, to finish, to make done, to reach the end. Adjective, with all parts included, with nothing missing. Full. Drink. Verb, to consume, a liquid, through the mouth. Bed. Noun, a piece of furniture, usually flat and soft, on which to rest or sleep. Verb, senses relating to a bed as a place for resting or sleeping. Human. Noun, a human being, whether man, woman or child. Verb, to behave as or become, or to cause to behave as or become. A human. Adjective, not comp, of or belonging to the species Homo sapiens or its closest relatives. Magazine. Noun, a non-academic periodical publication, generally consisting of sheets of paper folded in half and stapled at the fold. Lazy. Noun, a lazy person. Verb, to laze, act in a lazy manner. Adjective, unwilling to do work or make an effort, disinclined to exertion. Cut. Noun, the act of cutting. Verb, heading, to incise, to cut into the surface of something. Adjective, participial adjective, having been cut. Brute. Noun, an animal seen as being without human reason, a senseless beast. Verb, to shape diamonds by grinding them against each other. Adjective, without reason or intelligence. Of animals. Brushes. Noun, an implement consisting of multiple more or less flexible bristles or other filaments attached to a handle, used for any of various purposes including cleaning, painting, and arranging hair. Verb, to clean with a brush. Instance. Noun, urgency of manner or words. An urgent request. Insistence. Verb, to mention as a case or example. To refer to cite. Normally. Adverb, under normal conditions or circumstances. Usually, most of the time. Base. Noun, something from which other things extend. A foundation. Verb, to give as its foundation or starting point. To lay the foundation of. Noun, a low spectrum of sound tones. Noun, a root. Class. Noun, a group, collection, category or set sharing characteristics or attributes. Verb, to assign to a class. To classify. Adjective, great, fabulous. Luck. Noun, something that happens to someone by chance. A chance occurrence, especially a favorable one. Verb, to succeed by chance. Census. Noun, an official count or enumeration of members of a population. Not necessarily human. usually residents or citizens in a particular region, often done at regular intervals. Verb, to conduct a census on. Harmlessly. Adverb, in a harmless manner. Focused. Verb, followed by on or upon, to concentrate one's attention. Adjective, directing all one's efforts towards achieving a particular goal. Manager. Noun, a person whose job is to manage something, such as a business, a restaurant, or a sports team. Lumberjack. Noun, a person whose work is to fell trees. Verb, to work as a lumberjack, cutting down trees. Declare. Verb, to make clear, explain, interpret. Envelope. Noun, a paper or cardboard wrapper used to enclose small, flat items, especially letters, for mailing. Capture. Noun, an act of capturing, a seizing by force or stratagem. Verb, to take control of, to seize by force or stratagem. Backpack. Noun, a knapsack, sometimes mounted on a light frame, but always supported by straps, worn on a person's back for the purpose of carrying things, especially when hiking, or on a student's back when carrying books. Verb, to hike and camp overnight in backcountry with one's gear carried in a backpack. Handle. Noun, the part of an object which is designed to be held in the hand when used or moved. Needed. Verb, to have an absolute requirement for. Adjective, necessary, being required. Carefully. Adverb, sorrowfully. Lyricist. Noun, a person who writes the lyrics of a song. Entered. Verb, to go or come into an enclosed or partially enclosed space. Front. Noun, the foremost side of something or the end that faces the direction it normally moves. Verb, to face. On. To be pointed in a given direction. Adjective, located at or near the front. Add. Noun, an act or instance of adding. Verb, to join or unite, e.g. one thing to another, or as several particulars, so as to increase the number, augment the quantity or enlarge the magnitude, or so as to form into one aggregate. Camp. Noun, an outdoor place acting as temporary accommodation in tents or other temporary structures. Verb, to live in a tent or similar temporary accommodation. Cast. Noun, an act of throwing. Verb, physical, to move, or be moved, away. Financing. Verb, to conduct, or procure money for. Financial operations. Manage finances. Noun, a transaction that provides funds for a business. Flame. Noun, the visible part of fire. A stream of burning vapor or gas, emitting light and heat. Verb, to produce flames. To burn with a flame or blaze. Adjective, of a brilliant reddish-orange gold color, like that of a flame. Excited. Verb, to stir the emotions of. Adjective, having great enthusiasm. Granddaughter. Noun, the daughter of someone's child. Drums. Noun, a percussive musical instrument spanned with a thin covering on at least one end for striking, forming an acoustic chamber, affecting what materials are used to make it. A membranophone. Noun, a small hill or ridge of hills. Noun, a social gathering or assembly held in the evening. Batteries. Noun, a device used to power electric devices, consisting of a set of electrically connected electrochemical or, archaically, electrostatic cells. A single such cell when used by itself. Imagination. Noun, the image-making power of the mind. The act of mentally creating or reproducing an object not previously perceived. The ability to create such images. Actual. Noun, an actual, real one. Notably. Adjective, relating to a person's acts or deeds. Active, practical, digital. Noun, a digital option. Adjective, having to do with digits, fingers or toes, performed with a finger. Lacking. Verb, to be without. to need, to require. Noun, the absence of something, a lack. Adjective, missing or not having enough of, a good quality, etc. Deploy. Noun, deployment. Verb, to prepare and arrange, usually military unit or units, for use. Controls. Noun, influence or authority over something. Verb, to exercise influence over, to suggest or dictate the behavior of. Century. Noun, a period of 100 consecutive years. Often specifically a numbered period with conventional start and end dates. E.g., the 20th century, which stretches from, strictly, 1901 through 2000, or, informally, 1900 through 1999. The 1st century AD was from 1 to 100. Notary. Noun, a lawyer of non-contentious private civil law who drafts, takes, and records legal instruments for private parties, and provides legal advice, but does not appear in court on client's behalf. Examination. Noun, the act of examining. Distribution. Noun, an act of distributing or state of being distributed. Circumstances. Noun, that which attends, or relates to, or in some way affects, a fact or event, an attendant thing or state of things. Express. Noun, a mode of transportation, often a train, that travels quickly or directly. Adjective, moving or operating quickly, as a train not making local stops. Backward. Noun, the state behind or past. Adjective, of motion, in the direction towards the back. Adverb, of motion, in the direction towards the back. Backwards. Listened. Verb, to pay attention to a sound or speech. Basically. Adverb, in a fundamental, essential or basic manner. Bottom. Noun, the lowest part of anything. Verb, to furnish something with a bottom. Adjective, the lowest or last place or position. Diving. Verb, to swim under water. Noun, the action of the verb to dive in any sense. Adjective, that or who dives or dive. Memorandum. Noun, a short note serving as a reminder. Application. Noun, the act of applying or laying on, in a literal sense. Dimensions. Noun, a single aspect of a given thing. Verb, to mark, cut or shape something to specified dimensions. Intern. Noun, a person who is interned, forcibly or voluntarily. Verb, to imprison somebody, usually without trial. Adjective, internal, interesting. Verb, to engage the attention of, to awaken interest in, to excite emotion or passion in behalf of a person or thing. Adjective, of concern, affecting, important. Additional. Noun, something added. Adjective, supplemental or added to something. Microphone. Noun, a device, transducer, used to convert sound waves into a varying electric current, normally fed into an amplifier and either recorded or broadcast. Verb, to put one or more microphones on or in. Analogy. Noun, a relationship of resemblance or equivalence between two situations, people, or objects, especially when used as a basis for explanation or extrapolation. Catch. Noun, the act of seizing or capturing. Verb, heading, to capture, overtake. Countries. Noun, chiefly British. An area of land, a district, region. Noun, a style of popular music that originated in the folk music of the rural population of the southern and western United States and characterized by string band instruments and simple melodies. Locked. Verb, to become fastened in place. Adjective, having undergone locking, secured by a lock. Blooming. Verb, to cause to blossom, to make flourish. Noun, the act by which something blooms. Adjective, opening in blossoms. Flowering. Adverb, often followed by well, bloody, bleeding, extremely, Memorize. Verb, to learn by heart, commit to memory. Guess. Verb, to reach a partly, or totally, unqualified conclusion. Endeavor. Noun, a sincere attempt, a determined or assiduous effort towards a specific goal, assiduous or persistent activity. Verb, to exert oneself. Dreams. Noun, imaginary events seen in the mind while sleeping. Verb, to see imaginary events in one's mind while sleeping. Celebrity. Noun, a rite or ceremony. Loaded. Verb, to put a load on or in. A means of conveyance or a place of storage. Adjective, burdened by some heavy load. Packed. Conclusions. Noun, the end, finish, close or last part of something. Love. Noun, strong affection. Verb, usually transitive, sometimes intransitive. Stative, to have a strong affection for someone or something. Insignificant. Adjective, not significant, not important, inconsequential, or having no noticeable effect. 50. Noun, a banknote or coin with a denomination of 50. Numeral, the cardinal number occurring after 49 and before 51. Lungs. Noun, a biological organ of vertebrates that controls breathing and oxygenates the blood. Double. Noun, twice the number, amount, size, etc. Verb, to multiply by 2. Adjective, made up of 2 matching or complementary elements. Adverb, twice over, twofold, doubly. Noun, the double time, a marching cadence. Pace, approaching running speed. Expiry. Noun, a date by which an object either should not be used or loses its value, depending upon the item. Noun, end, termination. Expiration. Massage. Noun, the action of rubbing, kneading or hitting someone's body to help the person relax. Prepare for muscular action, as in contact sports, or to relieve aches. Verb, to rub and knead someone's body or a part of a body. To perform a massage on somebody. Beneficiary. Noun, one who benefits or receives an advantage. Adjective, holding some office or valuable possession, in subordination to another, holding under a feudal or other superior, having a dependent and secondary possession. Integrated. Verb, to form into one whole, to make entire, to complete, to renew, to restore, to perfect. Adjective, composed and coordinated to form a whole. Matches. Noun, a competitive sporting event such as a boxing meet, a baseball game, or a cricket match. Verb, to agree, to be equal, to correspond. Noun, a device made of wood or paper, at the tip coated with chemicals that ignite with the friction of being dragged. Struck against a rough dry surface. Bank. Noun, an institution where one can place and borrow money and take care of financial affairs. Verb, to deal with a bank or financial institution, or for an institution to provide financial services to a client. Media. Noun, the middle layer of the wall of a blood vessel or lymph vessel which is composed of connective and muscular tissue. Needs. Adverb, of necessity, necessarily, indispensably, used with an auxiliary verb, often must, and equivalent to of need. Joined. Verb, to connect or combine into one, to put together. Come across. Verb, to change sides, to cross over to work for the opposition. Acquisition. Noun, the act or process of acquiring. Geographer. Noun, a specialist in geography. Accountability. Noun, the state of being accountable. Liability to be called on to render an account. Accountableness. Responsible for. Answerable for. Dimensional. Adjective, of or pertaining to dimensions. Medications. Noun, a medicine, or all the medicines regularly taken by a patient. Definition. Noun, A statement of the meaning of a word or word group or a sign or symbol. Dictionary definitions. Carried. Verb, to lift something and take it to another place, to transport something by lifting. Neurologist. Noun, a doctor or scientist who practices or specializes in neurology. Gratitude. Noun, the state of being grateful. Critic. Noun, a person who appraises the works of others. Verb, to criticize. Noun, the art of criticism. Executes. Verb, to kill as punishment for capital crimes. Door. Noun, a portal of entry into a building, room, or vehicle, consisting of a rigid plane movable on a hinge. Doors are frequently made of wood or metal, may have a handle to help open and close, a latch to hold the door closed, and a lock that ensures the door cannot be opened without the key. Verb, to cause a collision by opening the door of a vehicle in front of an oncoming cyclist or pedestrian. Clarify. Verb, of liquids, such as wine or syrup, to make clear or bright by freeing from feculent matter. Cabinet. Noun, a storage closet either separate from, or built into, a wall. Happens. Verb, to occur or take place. Inspired. Verb, to infuse into the mind, to communicate to the spirit, to convey, as by a divine or supernatural influence, to disclose preternaturally, to produce in, as by inspiration. Adjective, having excellence through inspiration. Handicapped. Verb, to encumber with a handicap in any contest. Noun, a disabled person. Adjective, having a handicap. Gestures. Noun, a motion of the limbs or body, especially one made to emphasize speech. Verb, to make a gesture or gestures. Girlfriend. Noun, a female partner in an unmarried romantic relationship. End. Noun, the terminal point of something in space or time. Verb, to come to an end.